today I'm going to show you how to grow your nails as long as you really want them to grow and have them natural. And I'm going to show you how to adhere from underneath the nail instead of over the nail, because they tend to not last with silk wraps. That's what I use. And at a fraction of the cost of artificial nails. And artificial nails will eventually ruin your nail bed. I wore them for years, and it ruined the nail bed on this particular nail right here. So I have it on top, the silk wrap on top and underneath to reinforce it so I could get it started, because you have to have at least a little space of nail to work with in order to get them started. But once you get the hang of it, and once you start, you know, it might not look so great. They might kind of look a little stuffed underneath there and not real neat, but at least you can get them going. And once you get them going, then you can make them look like you have nothing on underneath your nails at all under here. And that's where you build up your nail, is underneath instead of over here. Because like I said, the silk wraps that you put on top of your nail don't tend to last. These will go about 3 to 4 weeks. And like I said, the silk wraps, they cost about $7, and this is what they look like. They come in all sizes for your fingers, and you can just judge which size you need to use. And I don't use them, I don't put that side down. I have to cut a little V in it. So I take it off and I cut a little V in it, so it sits down into the nail the way the nail is set. It's just the opposite of this end. So you want a little V in there, and I cut a little V, and you want to pull the skin back, and you're going to set that down in there, and you can use some tweezers to kind of, and these are sticky, so they stick to the nail. Okay, so we're placing that sticky side down underneath the nail. Okay, just like a little pair of tweezers. And then we're going to take our glue, and this is just a quick setting glue that you can find at Walgreens, and I think it's $3. And you're just going to brush that on underneath, and it will take hold immediately. And we're going to take our tweezers again and kind of press it down in there, because the key is you want to have the sides wrapped real deep inside your nail bed, because that's where they tend to break, crack. That's where they end up starting to split, is right down there in that area, that side of your nail. So we've got it pretty much adhered here. So I've changed to a little bit wider tweezer. I've got a couple different sizes here. And I just want to make sure that it's really down, real down under there tight. And it can be a little crooked. This one looks a little crooked, but that's fine, because you got it on there and you're going to cut that all off. Got it from underneath side there, nice and down inside your nail. And don't be afraid that a little bit of glue sticks to your skin, because that will just, in a few hours, you can work it off, and it'll be fine, and you can't tell anything. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut. Since that is a fast-acting glue, I can just cut that off. And see, you've got enough there to use. I mean, this lasts months. I mean, I bought these 2 months ago, and I'm still using the same package. because a little bit will go a long way. You just need little strips. You don't need to use a whole strip. And as you build the length of your nail, then I'm just going to trim. Okay. And now you can just take a file. And this is not real coarse, but it's like a medium or light coarse. And you're just gonna file it. You're just gonna file that down. To where it's not noticeable at all. Flip it over, and this is a softer side, a milder, finer side, and just like sandpaper, you have to go through different grids of sandpaper. And there you have it. You've got it done, and then you can take an emery board like this that's really fine. It's got a buffer, and you just buff it out to where there's no, so you're not going to snag it on anything. And the white side there. And there you have it. You can, like I said, I've been growing these for a couple of months, and I cannot believe I've never had my nails this long in my life, and I just feel like I should share it with everybody because it's easy to do, and don't be discouraged because I'm a righty, but I can work with my left hand. I've gotten it down, and like I said, these will last like 3 weeks, and so much cheaper than going and having your nails done, and they look so natural. I mean, now I look at women's nails and I'm thinking those are really ugly, and they look false, they look fake, and they catch stuff in the back of them, and they just look gross, and I just don't like them, and I just really like the way these look, and I just wanted to share it with everybody. Now, when you want to take, when your nail starts to grow out underneath here, and you want to change that silk wrap out, all you have to do is just take some acetone, pure acetone, and you can buy any of this from a beauty supply place. Sally's is a great place. I buy everything from Sally's, and a membership card is $5 and it lasts a year, and it's great. And all you do is soak the nail you want to change out the wrap in for 8 to 10 minutes, and what will happen is this is what it'll look like. You'll just take your little tool here, about 8 to 10 minutes, and when you feel like it's time to pull it off, you just take it out, and you just take that, and it'll just come right off, and that's what it will look like. You can see the little wrap there, and it just comes out. And make sure that, you know, if you don't want any glue left in there, left over from the previous silk wrap, so you want to make sure that it all comes out and it's all clean, and then you can start applying that wrap. And it's real easy to do, and to keep them clean, like I really like to keep the underside of my nails clean, I just use lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon juice or the concentrate in the green bottle, and just soak them in these little Pyrex dishes are great to use, and then use a little toothbrush, and just clean them up, and it just works really good to keep them all clean on the underside, because artificial nails tend to gather stuff underneath there, like whatever you're cooking, it just kind of clings, or whatever they just are nasty. So I'm just wanting to share this with you. I like the way they look, and you can polish them out, or you can keep them as long as you want. In fact, I really ought to file these back, and you can get them going and throw them as long as you want, and they look great. Thanks a lot.